You are listening to one of the sections of the book Tiered Tales 2. This book contains stories that are graded at level B1 and based on the vocabulary taught in different units of the book Oxford Word Skills Intermediate Vocabulary, 2nd edition. These stories help you learn English and memorize words better. You can listen to each story with 2 different accents, American and British. This method helps you recognize the pronunciation differences and improve your listening skill. I hope you enjoy listening to these stories. If you want to know more about the book Tiered Tales 2 and other books in this series, you can visit the website, Amazon, or other online bookstores and buy the printed or electronic versions of them. Please subscribe, tell your friends, and like this channel. Also share your comments and suggestions with us. We always appreciate hearing from you. Thank you for your support.
The Big Decision. Based on Unit 85 of Oxford Word Skills, Intermediate, 2nd edition, Expressions, 1. The Big Decision. David was a young boy who loved to play soccer. He was quite a bit better than his classmates, and he dreamed of becoming a professional player one day. He practiced every day after school and joined a local team. His coach, Mr. Smith, was very impressed by his skills and encouraged him to pursue his passion. 1 or 2 times, David was invited to join a bigger team in another city, but he always refused. He didn't want to leave his family, friends, and school behind. He was happy with his life and he didn't like changes. However, everything changed when he received a letter from the National Soccer Academy. They had seen him play in a tournament and they wanted him to join their program. They offered him a scholarship, a place to stay, and a chance to train with the best coaches and players in the country. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for David. He was so excited that he ran to his parents and showed them the letter. They were very proud of him and congratulated him on his achievement. They told him that they would support him no matter what he decided to do. Nevertheless, David didn't know what to do. He felt torn between his dream and his reality. He wanted to go to the academy and improve his soccer skills, but he also wanted to stay with his family and friends. He didn't know how to make up his mind. He decided to ask for some advice from Mr. Smith. He called him and told him about the letter. Mr. Smith was very happy for him and said that it was a great honor to be selected by the academy. "So, are you going?" he asked. "I don't know, sir," David said. "I'm confused." "What are you confused about?" Mr. Smith asked. "Well, I love soccer and I want to become a professional player, but I also love my family and friends and I don't want to leave them," David said. "I see," Mr. Smith said. "That's a tough decision to make." "Can you help me, sir?" David asked. "Can you tell me what to do?" Mr. Smith paused for a moment and then said, "David, I can't tell you what to do. It's your life and your future. You have to do yourself a favor and follow your heart. Only you know what's best for you." "But how do I know what my heart wants?" David asked. "You have to listen to it," Mr. Smith said. "You have to think about what makes you happy, what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel like yourself." "But what if I make a mistake?" David asked. "Then you learn from it," Mr. Smith said. "There is no right or wrong choice here, David. There is only your choice. And whatever you choose, I'm sure you'll make it." "Thank you, sir," David said. "You've been very helpful." "You're welcome, David," Mr. Smith said. "And remember, it's up to you." David hung up the phone and thanked Mr. Smith in his mind. He felt more calm and confident after talking to him. He realized that he had to make his own decision and that he couldn't please everyone. He went to his room and took out the letter from the academy again. He read it carefully and imagined himself going there. He felt a surge of excitement and joy in his chest. He then looked at the pictures of his family and friends on his wall. He felt a pang of sadness and nostalgia in his heart. He closed his eyes and tried to listen to his inner voice. What did he really want? What did he really feel? He opened his eyes and smiled. He had made his decision. He picked up the phone and called the academy. "Hello, this is David," he said. "Hello, David," a friendly voice said on the other end of the line. "We're glad you called us back." "Yes, I'm calling to tell you that I accept your offer," David said. "Really? That's wonderful news," the voice said. "Yes, it is," David said. "We're very happy for you, David," the voice said. "You've made a great decision." "Thank you," David said. "You're welcome," the voice said. "We'll send you all the details soon." "Okay," David said. "Congratulations, David," the voice said. "Thank you," David said again. He hung up the phone and felt a mix of emotions: happiness, excitement, nervousness, anticipation. He had done it and had followed his dream and had changed his mind. He was ready to face the challenges and opportunities ahead. He was grateful for his family and friends who loved him and supported him. Not only that, but he was proud of himself for being brave and determined. He was curious about his new life and his new friends. He was eager to learn and to play and was confident that he would succeed. He was happy that he had done himself a favor. The end.
Thank you for being with us. Now listen to the story with my English accent. The Big Decision. Based on Unit 85 of Oxford Word Skills, Intermediate, 2nd edition, Expressions, 1. The Big Decision. David was a young boy who loved to play soccer. He was quite a bit better than his classmates and he dreamed of becoming a professional player one day. He practiced every day after school and joined a local team. His coach, Mr. Smith, was very impressed by his skills and encouraged him to pursue his passion. One or two times, David was invited to join a bigger team in another city, but he always refused. He didn't want to leave his family, friends, and school behind. He was happy with his life and he didn't like changes. However, everything changed when he received a letter from the National Soccer Academy. They had seen him play in a tournament and they wanted him to join their program. They offered him a scholarship, a place to stay, and a chance to train with the best coaches and players in the country. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for David. He was so excited that he ran to his parents and showed them the letter. They were very proud of him and congratulated him on his achievement. They told him that they would support him no matter what he decided to do. Nevertheless, David didn't know what to do. He felt torn between his dream and his reality. He wanted to go to the academy and improve his soccer skills, but he also wanted to stay with his family and friends. He didn't know how to make up his mind. He decided to ask for some advice from Mr. Smith. He called him and told him about the letter. Mr. Smith was very happy for him and said that it was a great honor to be selected by the academy. "So, are you going?" he asked. "I don't know, sir," David said. "I'm confused." "What are you confused about?" Mr. Smith asked. "Well, I love soccer and I want to become a professional player, but I also love my family and friends and I don't want to leave them," David said. "I see," Mr. Smith said. "That's a tough decision to make. Can you help me, sir?" David asked. "Can you tell me what to do?" Mr. Smith paused for a moment and then said, "David, I can't tell you what to do. It's your life and your future. You have to do yourself a favor and follow your heart. Only you know what's best for you. But how do I know what my heart wants? David asked. You have to listen to it, Mr. Smith said. You have to think about what makes you happy, what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel like yourself. But what if I make a mistake? David asked. Then you learn from it, Mr. Smith said. There is no right or wrong choice here, David. There is only your choice. And whatever you choose, I'm sure you'll make it. Thank you, sir, David said. You've been very helpful. You're welcome, David, Mr. Smith said. And remember, it's up to you. David hung up the phone and thanked Mr. Smith in his mind. He felt more calm and confident after talking to him. He realized that he had to make his own decision and that he couldn't please everyone. He went to his room and took out the letter from the academy again. He read it carefully and imagined himself going there. He felt a surge of excitement and joy in his chest. He then looked at the pictures of his family and friends on his wall. He felt a pang of sadness and nostalgia in his heart. He closed his eyes and tried to listen to his inner voice. What did he really want? What did he really feel? He opened his eyes and smiled. He had made his decision. He picked up the phone and called the academy. Hello, this is David, he said. Hello, David, a friendly voice said on the other end of the line. We're glad you called us back. Yes, I'm calling to tell you that I accept your offer, David said. Really? That's wonderful news, the voice said. Yes, it is, David said. We're very happy for you, David, the voice said. You've made a great decision. Thank you, David said. You're welcome, the voice said. We'll send you all the details soon. Okay, David said. Congratulations, David, the voice said. Thank you, David said again. He hung up the phone and felt a mix of emotions, happiness, excitement, nervousness, anticipation. He had done it and had followed his dream and had changed his mind. He was ready to face the challenges and opportunities ahead. He was grateful for his family and friends who loved him and supported him. Not only that, but he was proud of himself for being brave and determined. He was curious about his new life and his new friends. He was eager to learn and to play and was confident that he would succeed. He was happy that he had done himself a favor. The end. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please don't forget to subscribe.
And like. Bye.